Hey guys, Jacob here. This is another 1.8.3 build video for The Division. This is going to be going over the Mark II version of the Alpha Bridge stability build I made a while back. This is a small change, not a huge change, but I decided to show you guys just because I think it's something a little bit different. The build is pretty much the same. I'll get right into the pieces first. As you can see, I'm running the 3-piece to get the 4-piece Alpha Bridge, so you get both talents, or you get the last talent on the other gun, so you have 4 talents total. I'm using the Striker holster for the 20% stability, which is right here, and I'll show you guys the 4-piece with Ninja Bag, so you can see that as well. Savage for the crit chance, 7%. You guys can see the rolls there. I'll show you guys all the mods on here. As you can see, Firearms Health, Stamina Health with Pulse Crit Damage. The Ninja Bag is rolled for Stamina, Stability, Ammo Capacity, and has a Firearms Health mod with 2 Pulse Crit Chance. Like I said, the Savage Gloves are rolled for Firearms, Assault Rifle, Crit Chance, Crit Damage, and the 7% against targets out of cover. Striker Holster rolled for Crit Chance of 1401 across the board. And the mod on this is a Pulse Crit Chance mod as well. The weapons, which are pretty much a newer version, I guess, or the other one you could use, Deadly Responsible for Giving, but I pretty much try to keep it the same as possible. This is going to also be a throwback to my Striker stability build I made a while back, or just kind of explaining what I use now. I used Responsive, Capable, and Stable to get up to 80% stability, if I remember correctly, or around 70%, but I decided to make a true stability build, which is right here. As you can see, 20.7 base damage, Deadly, Vicious, Responsive, and Stable. Stable can only be acquired on level 29 weapons, which as you can see right now, level 29, Responsive, Capable, and Stable. Stability is improved by 10%. A lot of people really ignored this talent since it's not really in the roll list anymore for 256, but it's still in the roll list for 29 weapons. You can still get it there, but as you guys can see, the mods on this weapon are the small RDS scope with Stability, Accuracy, Crit Chance, Extended Mag with magazine size, Crit Chance, Rate of Fire, Angled Grip for Stability, Crit Damage, and Reload Speed, Compensator with Crit Chance, Headshot Damage, and Stability. I wish Headshot was Crit Damage, so I'd be hitting a little bit more harder crit damage, but as you can see, Crit Damage and Crit Chance is very lacking, so I recommend using this build in a very good pulse build with someone who has a really high pulse, who can pulse the targets and hit them for high crits, so I recommend doing that. As you can see, the mod on the other weapons, or the mod, or mods that are here, the 2 ones I have currently, since I haven't modded this out, since this weapon is pretty much a piece of shit, let's be honest. As you can see, it has a holographic and a loud vent break. The reason why I would not use this weapon in PvP as a backup, because look at the damage, look at the score, look at the talents on it. They're not that great. If it was Responsive, Deadly, and Stable, it actually may not be too bad. But since the damage is so low, it's not going to really do a lot of damage to players. Especially if you go into Skirmish, it's going to be, you know, based out, or if you go in Last Stand, it's going to be based out to a normal 256 gun, but it's still going to be pretty shit. So I'd recommend just using the normal one and have Stable as well. I'll go into the character sheet. As you guys can see, it has 20% crit chance, 71 damage, which is the lowest I've ever had, 75% headshot damage, 48% stability on that weapon. But when you go into the lightweight M4 that has Deadly, Vicious, and Responsive and Stable, as you guys can see, it's 31% crit chance, 69% damage, and has 82% stability, which is pretty insane. And if you want more stability, you could use Steady Hands and go into cover and have even more stability, and that makes it probably around 90%. The range is 92 feet, reload time, reload speed, as you can see there. The survivability on this build, which is right here, 337,000, toughness is 501, and armor is 7,000. The abilities I'm using on this is a Pulse Crit Chance, or the Scrambler, as you can see, to conceal yourself, 13% crit chance and 9% damage. That's mostly just to get a little bit of crit chance and crit damage, because I'm lacking in pretty much crit damage, so I guess you could throw all crit damage instead, which I might end up doing. But it's all preference. This is kind of what it is at the moment, since I haven't really changed it. Booster Shot for the extra damage, and you could use the Immune Station if you're fighting Pred Bleed. The talents on this build is Critical Save, Combat Medic, Strike Back, and the main one I would recommend using is Steady Hands. Enter any cover to reduce recoil by 25% for 10 seconds. This does affect agents, so if you're beaming someone down a hallway, you get 25% recoil for 10 seconds. That's really about it for the build, guys. I'll show you guys a little bit of gameplay of me just messing around with this for a few minutes. I used it in a few skirmish matches, so I will show you guys. This is a small update or a small upgrade to the build I've been running. As always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. I hope you enjoyed.